What's going on, everyone? Gormy here. Today I have got a Wonder Kid video here for you guys, and we're going over two Wonder Kids actually today in today's video. Now I am going over what is, in my opinion, the two key components to the future of the Swedish national team. That is Anthony Olanga, and I believe it is pronounced Rooney Barty. If it is not pronounced that way, please, down in the comments, please tell me how to actually properly say it. But we are going to be testing both of them together today in the same team, see how they do in a 5-year simulation, and hopefully they can become key integral parts to the Swedish national team side. Now, if you guys do happen to enjoy today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be linking my Discord and Twitch down below if you guys would like to either check me out over on Twitch or join the Discord as well. But now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so here we are. We're starting at the tactics screen because we're going to be playing them in a 4-2-3-1. Now, they're both going to be playing as inside forwards on attack on either wing. Bargy on the right, Olanga on the left. Now, both can play winger, and they can both play striker as well. They are very, very potent when they are playing up top as well. I have personal experience with using Rooney in my FC Copenhagen side that I've been streaming over on Twitch, and he is very, very good. If you guys put them in that big time role of being your go-getter up front, making sure that they are the ones banging home the goals, they're going to produce out the wazoo. If they're playing off the wings, expect a little bit more productivity in the assist department compared to if they were up front, but they're very, very solid all-around players. Now, Rooney Barty has a very, very high potential. Rooney Barty, as you can see up here, he has a current ability of 2 stars when we are starting this, but a potential ability of 4 to 5. His potential range, I believe, ranges from 140 to 170. We are going to have him on the higher-ish range in this simulation. We're going to be simming both of them on RB Leipzig. I think that they're a team that could definitely do with 2 young players like this. I wanted to see how they could help a team like RB Leipzig potentially win a Champions League. And I mean, these 2 kids, very, very good. Both are very, very quick. But as you can see, Rooney Barty just being 15 years of age. 15 years of age. Born in 2005. That makes me feel really, really old. He has the holy trinity. Dribbling, finishing, first touch. He is going to be a godlike player. He's good with both feet as well. He likes to shoot from distance, play 1-2s, run with the ball often, and cut inside from the right wing. So when he is playing on the right wing, cutting inside, being that inside forward type play style or inverted winger will suit him very, very well. And he is a very, very good young player. Now we look at Anthony Alanga. Anthony Alanga is another very, very solid young player. He is 19 years old, so just a few years older than Rooney Barty. Now he has a current ability of 2.5 stars, potential ability of 3.5 to 4.5. He has a slightly lower potential range. I would say about 10 lower on both, so probably 130 to 160. He is still a very, very solid player, don't get me wrong, but Rooney Barty is definitely one of the top young prospects now within FM22, and both of them are going to be key to the future of the Swedish national team. Now, like I said, they both can play on the wings and up top, and both of them have the holy trinity of dribbling, finishing, and first touch, and are both very quick players. More so Anthony Alanga being the quicker one out of the 2, and then Rooney Barty being the better for the holy trinity out of the 2. But both, as you can see, are good with both feet. And player trait wise, there we go, he likes to knock the ball past his opponent and cut inside from the left wing. So both of them are kind of ideal for those inside forward on attack roles or inverted winger as well. But now that we have seen them here at the beginning of the simulation, let's go 5 years on and see what they can accomplish. See if they get a move to a different club, how much they go for, and how much they have improved over the 5-year simulation. So here we are back at the tactics screen here at that 4-2-3-1 that they were both in. And as you can see, It's just Anthony Alanga, which means that Rooney Barty probably got to move away from the club. We'll have to see when he did get that move away from the club, where he went, for how much, and how well he produced once moving away from the club. But first, we're going to look at good old Anthony Olanga. He's been producing pretty well for Manchester United in reality. So he has improved a little bit. Keep in mind, this is just 5 years. If it was 10 years down the line, he would be, I believe, 29. Yeah, 29. So, I mean, overall, he's still a very, very solid player. Actually, let me get myself out of the way real quick. All right, we move corners. So, as you guys can see down here, in 145 games played for RB Leipzig, he has 63 goals. That is a pretty solid record, in my opinion, for a young player that really, I mean, moving abroad. He was already playing abroad away from home when he was at Manchester United, but going to another league and then still producing to a pretty solid level, I would definitely take that. Now, looking at his career stats, first season, we have got him here scoring 15 goals and 5 assists in the league, but overall, he scored 21 goals and 9 assists overall. He had 4 player of the match performances as well. He is a very, very solid player off the rip already. The next season, his production did go down a little bit. He had 10 goals and 9 assists overall, 7 and 7 in the league. And his average rating, as you can see, went down slightly as well. But then, right after that, one of his best seasons for the club. He had 19 goals, 5 assists, 4 player of the matches in the league overall. And then overall in all competitions, had 23 goals, 14 assists, 6 player of the match performances. And then the next season, he had 17 goals, 12 assists. And in the league, he had 11 goals and 5 assists. And overall, what I'm liking so far is that his average rating is staying above that 7, and that's why down here for his total average rating, he has a 7.10. But then that final season, he had 11 goals, 4 assists in the league, 15 goals, 7 assists overall. Now, I do want to look at the milestones because I want to look at the awards and what he has won. See if he won any next-gen awards, European Golden Boy, anything like that. And from the looks of it, he did not. Plenty of Team of the Weeks, though, which is nice. Competition-wise, what were they able to do? They were DFB Pokal winners in 2023, German Super Cup runners-up that year as well. And then in the previous season, they were Champions League runners-up. So that is very, very impressive. So the year that he had 11 goals, 5 assists, 17 and 12 overall is the season that they made it to the Champions League. So that is pretty solid. Anthony Olanga, personally, rating-wise, over how I have seen him grow here, develop everything overall, I would say probably a solid 7 out of 10. He's definitely a player that I would bring in. You can get him fairly cheap as well. I know in my save it was like 3-4 years on and he was only about £5 million. So Anthony Alanga, definitely a kid to look into and definitely one for the future for the Swedish national team. Whether he is staying at Manchester United or not, I definitely think that it is a player that Man U can kind of focus on a little bit to kind of rebuild around. He's a kid that seems to really give his all for the cause currently with the state that that club is in right now. But Anthony Alanga, 7 out of 10, definitely a player that I would look into. All right, so we have found Rooney Barty. He got a move to Liverpool. And as you can see, he started at, I think it was 2-star ability overall. He's now at 3.5. Still has that 3.5 now to 5-star potential. He is closer to the max of his potential rating, actually, because I do have the in-game editor and I can see that type of stuff. But he is a very, very solid performer. I mean, his dribbling got even better. His finishing, first touch, I mean, I would love to have this kid at this level playing for me game in, game out. And he is only 20 years old. He's only 20 at this point, man. Only 20 after 5 years. So from 15 years old to 20 years old, this kid is still an absolute freak of nature being that young. His mental stats are pretty solid. His physicals are great, in my opinion. I wish that he got a little bit quicker, but in my opinion, the agility makes up for that. But I love the holy trinity of 16 dribbling, 14 finishing, 14 first touch. He is a very, very solid player. As we can see down here on the right, he just went to Liverpool, so he was at RB Leipzig for the Champions League season. He played 113 total games, so I guess he got injured at some point, and he scored 41 goals for them throughout that time. Liverpool, he played only 23 games this season, had 4 goals. So that is kind of the risk of when these players leave these clubs during these tests, that the club doesn't play him as often as we were. So looking at Rooney's career stats, he did get injured in that first season. He only played 17 games in the league, 19 games overall. He had 6 goals, 3 assists, 1 player of the match. Not the greatest average rating overall at a 6.84 in that first season, but the next season, 32 games in the league, so played every single one, and then 36 games overall. He had 11 goals, 13 assists overall, but 10 and 11 in the league. Massive improvement rating-wise to a 7.07. Next season fell off a little bit with that rating again, but he had 8 goals, 6 assists in the league, 15 and 8 overall through 48 games, and then 32 games the next season again, so healthy 3 seasons in a row, and was improving big time in this season. That average rating went up to 7.27, 3 player of the match performances, 17 goals, 7 assists, 18 goals, 10 assists overall. And then he secured a £50 million move to Liverpool, played 23 games, it looks like, in the league. Yes, 23 games in the league, scored 4 goals. He scored 5 goals in all competitions for Liverpool. Was able to win the league with them, if you guys saw that earlier in the bottom right. But overall, in 136 matches, he had 45 goals, 27 assists, 7 player of the match performances, average rating of a 7.04. I would definitely take that. The kid is still only 20 years old, so keep that in mind. He is only 20 years old, still has plenty of room to actually go above and beyond his potential with just being super in form. And I would not put it past this kid to be able to hit that. Now, competition-wise, like I said, he was there for the Champions League runners-up season. So he also won a DFB Pokal. He won he was a runners-up in the German Super Cup, and he was a runners-up in the Champions League. He won a Community Shield with Liverpool, was a FA Cup runners-up, and then won the league with Liverpool. Now, player award-wise, he was able to get an English Premier Division Young Player of the Month award one time. That's nice. He was the Next Gen award in 2025. So that is pretty nice right here. Rooney Barty. That is very, very solid. That is a good thing to see. And then if we are looking as well, 2024, the year that they went to the Champions League final, he won the European Golden Boy. And I mean, to be amongst company of Mbappe, De Ligt, João Felix, Holland, Gravenbirch, Musiala, Gavi, I mean, that is some great, great company to be with. And I mean, he had a very, very solid season that year at just 19 years old. He is a very, very good youngster. He also won the best Champions League goal during that season as well. So he had himself one heck of a year. In 2023, he was named in the Bundesliga Team of the Year and in the Bundesliga Players Team of the Year as well. And in 2022-2023 was the Next Gen runner-up. So he was the runner-up to Gavi. But I guess he was not like second or third place. He was somewhere else down that list. But very, very solid overall. I really, really like what this kid has brought to the table. He secured himself a move at 20 years of age to Liverpool for £50 million. I mean, getting a kid that's this good at just 20 years of age is incredible. I mean, you can get him for between, I'd say, £4 million to £10 million. So altogether, if you were trying to pick up Anthony Olanga and Rooney Barty, probably looking at around £15 million, 10 to £15 million to land both of them. But Both players, very, very good. But Rooney Barty, for me, gets a 9 out of 10. I really, really like this kid. The only thing for me that I wish he had was a little bit better, I guess, aerial ability, because if you want to play him up front, he's 5'9", and shorter strikers are very, very solid, but I do like my striker to have a little bit of height, so that's the only reason why I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. He is a very, very good youngster. Definitely find a way to sign this kid in one of your saves that you do, especially if you guys like doing club rebuilds. This is definitely a kid to go after in those. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this Wonder Kid showcase of Anthony Olanga and Rooney Barty. Definitely look to pick them up. Let me know in the comments down below what Wonder Kids you guys would like to see me do in the future. I've got a whole list that I'm going to be going through here pretty soon. But yeah, please comment down below what kids you guys would like to see me do some videos on. If you guys did happen to enjoy today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.